Good afternoon. Looks like we're working. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is Me Time Monday. One for you and one for me. Yes. So last time we were live, like 5 or 6 people asked if I would do this. So I bought it. Don't say I never do nothing for you. So this is the one for you. And the one for me is some decals that we're going to be doing today on the Custodes to finish them off. Because that is all that remains. Now that the base is done, because the flight stand turned up. Where is it? There it is. So I've done the base. Here it is. In fact, why am I showing you on this camera? Why am I showing you on this camera when I could show you on the new camera? It's here. The Sony A6700 is here. Please tell me you can see it, because I can see it. Can you see it? So this is the reason why we got this camera, right? Is usually with the iPhone, we film around about there. So what we do is we paint like this. See what I mean? However, now we can get this close. And there's not a drop in quality or anything like that. So when it comes to doing the things like, you know, we're going to paint in the eyes, for example. We can go, hey, I'm gonna be able to show you. We're gonna use a tiny little dot of white scar for the eyes, and we can just do that type thing. See what I mean? So that's the whole reason. People say I don't listen and I don't read comments, but I do. Okay. So this is what I worked on. This is the base for the Custodes. Now I have filmed one video, and I filmed one video with these guys, with the Crypt horrors, as a test, just to kind of figure out what I'm doing. And I realized that actually, as I put this down, it does a much better job of focusing on the model with this down rather than my old logo in the background. So I need to think about what I'm going to do here for the background. But you'll be able to see that. I might do that as a members only, Patreons only video, because you know you guys being so supportive as you are, this camera is, you know, in many ways you all own this camera. But it means that, like, when we do our, for example, things like our sprue reviews and stuff, we've got a nice wide space like this. But, like I said, we can go for the ultimate crash zoom like that. And I can show you stuff real up close when I need to. So there we go. So like I said, the Custodes tank, the base is done. The flight stand arrived. So, thank you to everybody at home who contributed. You guys are incredible. Next on the agenda is like a PC. But we shall get to that eventually. Did you see the new AOS box set announced today? I did. I'm going to say hello to all of you because I haven't done that yet. I was too excited to show you. So hello Laura, the tattooed zoologist, Baradon 283, Jungle Camper, Ricky Colebrook, Big Bad Peter Gaming, Dungeon Den, Lord Commander Joe, Peter Collins, Yamail Angmar, Dutch Army Painter, Captain Mannerings, hello, Vicious Goose, Eric Kamanu, Stoogie. Who else? Morthan. Forgefather Vulcan Hestan. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. If you could all please like that button. Or lick that like button, I believe is the saying. Indeed, Richard McKenna. The new camera is here. Look at how tight we can get to things. It's so cool. It means that, like, I'll be able to, for example, if I'm going to do a painting tutorial for something like Pippin, for example. So that's quite a diddy little guy. So we just need to help it focus just a little bit. There we go. It means you can actually see it. Whereas previously, filming on the iPhone, that would be what you would see. Roughly that. Is this camera in your line of sight hard to paint with? No. Camera is... I can show you where the camera is. So, if I go to face cam, if I just twist you around a little bit here. There it is. So the camera's here. Oh. I'm here. I just went for the kit lens on it. The 16 to 50 millimeter. I probably need to get a new lens for it, just to kind of really punch it up. But I need to research that, you see. This is not 110 models, it's 106 models. The question is what lens? So yeah. So let's kick things off by building, shall we? Now, one of the things I can do now, which I wasn't able to do before, I mean, I could do it, right? But one of the things I'll be able to do now is if we're gonna, let's say a new box comes out and you guys want to see it get painted in real time, or you want to see it painted live. It means now I can film stuff, because all I have to do is basically deactivate everything, and then I can just film straight onto the computer, which is very cool. So if I just deactivate, like, for example, the member goals, the models painted, the subscribers are my face, and I turn the music off, I can then just capture straight from the camera, because the quality won't change, you see. Whereas if the quality of the camera from the iPhone happening by itself was much better than what was coming in over the top. Which was buns. So now we can do it live, as it were. Good evening, Fake Street Spirit. I'm sorry to hear that. Creed camo, man. It's either perfect or it's awful. So yeah. This one's for you now, guys. This is Ufthak Blackhawk. As requested. So what it doesn't like too much is if there's too much on, because it doesn't know what to focus on at times. So I think I just need to change a little bit of what I'm doing, but that's fine. That's a learning curve for me. Nothing a dry brush won't fix. I'm sure it will. One. And a 2. Vicious Goose 117. Thank you very much for the $20. Should I start the PC fund? Is that what you want to do? I can do it. Let's do it. Let's do that. And the one I was looking at was a custom build, was around about that, and which Vicious Goose has kicked us off with the $20 US, which is about 16 quid. So we'll do that. Boom. Vicious Goose, you kicked us off. Always good to have a goal to aim for. I agree. I couldn't agree more. And you guys are unbelievable, you know. You're so kind to me. Right, should we let's just move the instructions, because I think it's making the... There we go, that looks much better. It's just struggling a little bit with the white balancing there. So the thing I'm learning about with a new camera is, because it's not as forgiving. I mean, it is quite forgiving, right? It's a sort of enthusiast's level option, but it's still meant for people with too much money, type thing. It's not quite. It's not like a fully professional camera. Thing I'm learning about it is that you just have to be a little bit more like, it does everything well, but it can't do everything at the same time well. Not like an iPhone, which does everything kind of all right, or in a pretty good way, to be honest. But like, it's very forgiving in the way I've shot all my videos so far. So I'm just having to kind of relearn how to shoot videos a little bit. But we're going to do it because it's for the sake of you guys getting the best possible content you can. We had the best time at the weekend. How was it? How was the Warhammer World anniversary? The Gnome Blood Bowl team is one of the best things I've seen in my entire life. He already looks fantastic like that. Little Beast Blossom got a bronze Legends of Paint pin. Oh, congratulations, Laura. That's excellent. It's very much worthy of a pin. It's a very lovely paint job. I need component number 5. Where are you? There you are. 5, and we need 6 as well. That's 9, 7, 6. Work has been making me depressed. Tried to cheer myself up by building the Death Leaper. It's not helping. Oh, Baradon. I'm sorry to hear that. Is there anything I can do to cheer you up? Can I have a hug? Of course you can, Baradon. Here we go. Look, face cam. Come to me. Come to me. There we go. Big hug for you, Baradon283. The pats are for you, not for me. Is that better? Does that help? Come to my embrace, Baradon. Oh, Big Bad Peter Gaming. Thank you very much for the gifted membership. That's very kind of you. I'm going to update the member goals. 427. Can we pick up today, guys? Tell your friends to come and be members of the Warhipster family. 73 away from our goal of 500. So Warhipster Warhammer World meeting next. Yes, we need to. I just need to just pick a weekend, don't I? Just need to just go for it. How on earth is that supposed to go together? Oh, like that. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, Baradin. That's very kind of you. That's my hug from you. Thank you very much. 428, baby. Let's go. And guys, we're halfway to our first target of 50 likes. You guys are crushing it today. Do you know, I think this might be the first year where I actually do paint 600 models. We're already 100 in. Now, I know that seems like on this pace, I'll easily hit that 600. But usually things slow down, right? Because life gets in the way, the models get more complicated or they get bigger, that type of thing. That's the sort of thing that can happen, right? But so far, we're smashing it, right? I'm already on 106. So the last 6 are 3 Morbeg Knights and 3 Crypt Horrors that we've just painted to finish off 2,000 points of Flesh Eater Courts. So some of you will have seen the ghoulish skin recipes video that went live on Saturday. So that's 20 ghouls done as well. So I've got my 2,000 points now ready for a visit to Liam's. And I'm going to take the Flesh Eater Courts with me. So you'll get to see those in action. Get to see Usheran and the gang hanging out. And it's by far from an optimized Flesh Eater Courts army. Because I don't want to be mean to them, you know. It's their first introductions to Age of Sigmar, and I'm trying to get them to realize that it's such a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful game. So if I take down the hideousness that I have planned for the Flesh Eater Courts, it won't end well. I don't want to bully anyone, you see. Will you do a variety of skin recipes for the Crypt? Yeah, why not? We will. As and when Crypt are on the way, I shall take a look at all of the options available to me, and I shall do a number of different recipes for it. To be honest, I'll probably borrow quite a few from the ghouls, because a lot of it is kind of similar based on some of the the preview stuff. What I suspect will happen is, because I look at them and I think probably Wraithbone as I'm looking at them, because I've been studying the Crypt recently. Below the blade, thank you very much for the 10. Hey, adore your content. You've opened my eyes to the magic that contrast paints can do. Wonder if you were planning to make another Nighthaunt vid. I struggle with the smooth transitions on the robes. Well, Below the Blade, yes, so the next I'm going to put that £10 that you've just donated into the PC fund. There we go. 26. Marvelous. So yeah, the next Nighthaunt one I plan to do is those fiery ghosts, as and when they come out. So I'll be buying that box because I want to do the Luminev River Temple guys, and I want to do the fiery ghosts as well. And then Robert Brillen, thank you so much for the 50 Canadian dollars. I think you've already smacked us up, smacked us right away. You smacked us. That's very kind of you. You're putting us. That puts us at roughly 60. That's, gosh, you guys. Philip G, thank you for being a member for 6 months. First game, be nice, then crush them. Well, so that's what I was thinking about doing. So I was like, do I take the Flesh Eater Courts, and then do I take the Stormcast army I've got is horrible. The Stormcast army that I came up with at 2,000 points. It's easily counterable if you know what it does, but if you don't know what it does, it's horrible. I'm so tempted to get the plastic Solar Auxilia battle group, but I'm trying to restrain myself with spending at the moment. Yeah, I had to. So this bad boy obviously cost me quite a bit. So when I bought it, I was like, I probably can't get the Solar Auxilia battle group this week. Maybe next week. We'll see what my money's doing. I'm quite glad because I am saving my money for the Saviors of Cinderfall as well, because they're on pre-order next week, and I'm excited for them because I want to run them and Neve at the same time. The Black Talons. I think that would be a really sick looking army. Points notwithstanding. But I like this like set of like heroic order characters that they're putting together. And so I really like the Oathbound as well that they announced at the weekend. So I desperately want to get them as well. Because I want to run the Black Talons versus them as just like a fun thing, you know. Feel free to say no, but if I buy you a Thranduil on Elk, would you be willing to do a painting tutorial on him? Of course. Yes, Baradon, I would. Thranduil and Glorfindel are on my list of things to do. Philip, you're a long-standing servant of the community. You're incredible. I love you. I always see your name, and I'm always like, hey, it's Philip. So many of you have been on this journey with me for quite a while now. GW didn't send you the Solar Auxilia. They did not. No, they did not. Cthusa's Crone Host. Yeah, that Cthusa model's great as well, isn't it? Doomfire Warlocks, though. I really ought to get on with doing a the Thranduil fund. How much is Thranduil these days? Is he 50 quid? Is that what he is? I'll look him up in a second, hang on. I need to finish Elrond. He's on my list of things to do this week. But he's like low priority, you see. I've got lots of stuff I need to do this week. He's £48. Oh, perfect. Okay. I will get him ordered then, Baradon. And we'll get to... Is he Forge World? Please say it ain't so. They will be my Dark Riders for my Dark Elves. That makes better sense. It's all right, Baradon. Forge Weld is sadly a burden we all must carry at times. It's not the end of the world. I don't really mind working on characters of that size with Forge Weld. Here's a few extra steps, like the washing of the resin and all that kind of thing, and having to use super glue. But it's not the end of the world, you know. It's not like fine cast versions of those characters. But thank you very much for the 50. That's very kind of you, Baradon. Do you know what I'll do with the 2? I'm going to put the 2 into the new PC fund. There we go. That's what we'll do. And then I'll set 48 aside for the for Thranduil. Maybe I'll finish Elrond tonight. I'll see how my day goes. Because I've got to get Thursday and Saturday's video ready. Which I haven't decided what theirs are going to be yet. I'll probably order Glorfindel at the same time as well, Baradon. And maybe the Saviours of Cinderfall. I have a feeling that they're going to be they're going to be a difficult one to get a hold of. I just have this feeling in my bones. Good evening, Cameron. Hello, Go For It Painting. How are we today? Does it go that way round? Looks like it. Like that. I just realised this is struggling a little bit to focus, isn't it? Because there's too much on camera at the moment. Just need to pop that out of the way. So I'll probably still shoot things like when we do sprue reviews, I'll probably still shoot like the time lapses and stuff on my iPhone. There we go. Hey, Matty Dewell. Met some random people Laura knew at Warhammer World. Hadn't been into the hobby for 25 plus years, and one that didn't even know Warhammer World existed. Was awesome seeing his face as he was blown away by everything. Oh, that's the best, isn't it? Dang, late but finally here. Hello, Mr. the Warhipster, and everyone on chat. How is everyone doing? Hello, Colonel. I'm very well, thank you. I think the chat is feeling very well as well. Although I don't want to speak for them. I kind of wish I could go to Warhammer World for the first time again. Do you know what I mean? I think because I've been so many times. I'm like, yeah, this is it. Which isn't great. Okay, we need component number 9 next, which is his apron. Oh, I'm sorry, Yamail. You can blame Adam and Reza for that. Now they've both got a lot going on at the moment, and so they can't make this. They can't make this Wednesday. So I just said, look, we'll just move it to when everyone can do it, and they can all do next week. So you'll have the full gamut, all four of us. With the Free Guild Still Helm Troop, did you paint their uniforms uniform? No, I didn't, Fake Street Spirit. So with the Hammer Hall Aksha video, you can see what I did there. So I used like Gryph-hound Orange, Blood Angels Red, I want to say, and also I think I used Eandon Yellow at one point. I can't remember. But no, I do the uniform bits all slightly different within the same color palette. So if it's red, you want various different types of red and orange, for example. If it's green, you could go for different types of green in there, just to give them a little bit more of that kind of ragtag feel. Hello, Paul. I think it's worth the visit one day, Cameron. It is good. It is a good time. The thing about Warhammer World is, you know, it's the home of everything. So it's like it's well worth doing it if you're going to go and see the exhibition and you want to buy something as a memento from there for going. And it is a good time out. It is a good time out. Like even Alice came. I think she's been a couple of times now. I can't remember, but we did a family trip. Myself, Alice, and two of our friends in Nottingham. And she had a great time. She said she really understood it. And like when we were coming out the next day, I said, you know, do you kind of get it now? She was like, yeah. No, because like the exhibition is very very impressive. Like it's a great place for inspiration. It's wonderful in there. That is just all kinds of not the right place for this. That's where it goes. There we go. Good evening, Mark. 31 months. It's incredible. You're such a hero, Mark. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Hi, Stephen Henderson. Chris Mercer, thank you very much for becoming a member. That's very kind of you. It puts us on 429. 71 away now, guys. There's 3 new members today. We're also 5 likes off from the first goal of 50 likes, guys. If you've got a like to donate, please do click the like button, because it is one of the best ways to support the stream and me, because it means more people get recommended the stream, and so they're like, YouTube's like, hey, people are liking this, let's send this out to more people, because more people will come and watch Mr. the Josh. Mark, thank you very much for the PC Fund 20. That is very, very kind of you. That slaps us right up to 82. No, that's 92. Is that right? Yeah, 82. 429! No, the number we like around here is 69. Nice. That's the number we like. We like anything that has a 69 in it. Nice. So this is going to go right in there. I think. Well, no, I know it does, but... I quite like this when Games Workshop does this, like when you have a cloak that covers up things rather than a cloak that causes issues. You see what I mean? Because so many of the times you get a model from Games Workshop where it causes more issues than it actually solves. So like there along that seam just there. But what that's done is that's covered up the line that was on the back of his shoulder. Nice. 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 Okay, here we go. Last component is his face. And then the base. I guess the base counts as a component. Did you pick up the Solar Auxilia box? No, not yet, Cameron. I'm going to try and pick it up once I know what my money's doing next week after I've bought the Saviours of Cinderfall. Because it looks like it's still in stock as well in various places. And if it's not in stock online, then I can go to a shop and get it. That's my plan. Because I won't be able to do anything with it anyway, because it won't get to me for, what, 2 weeks? That's how long the pre-orders are these days, right? Oh, God. Did you paint your shatter point? Not yet, Laura. It's on the list. There we go. Ufthak is built. And I'm going to put this sprue over here to go in the sprue bin downstairs. There you go, guys. So we'll get him primed. Well, not now, because it's dark now. I think the new Dark Oath are sick. I think they're gorgeous. It's a really nice way of redoing the Marauders as well. Because I noticed that they're like a Battle Tome supplement. Ah! And one thing my Slaves to Darkness army doesn't have anything of is just like mortals and stuff. We need to keep that, so I remind myself that I have the model. Okay, so the next job on the list of things to do. Actually, do you know what we will do? Is we will do the we'll do the second coat of Abaddon Black on these Crypt horrors because it needs to be done. Something just dropped on the floor. Oh, what was that? Okay, so here we are, Crypt horrors. And this needed doing so that I could finish off my 2,000 points of Flesh Eater Quartz. Yeah, I contemplated doing these as Morgaunt, but the way I've designed the army is so that I can do it as either Morgaunt or Hollowmorn. And then I was like, well, look, these are battle line in Hollowmorn, so I might as well do them as Hollowmorn. Do you see what I mean? So I might do some more. I do have more to do. I've got another 3 to do. But I was like, for now, I'm just going to do these as Hollowmorn just for the sake of it. Because I've done my Arch Regent as Hollowmorn. But I've done my Gore Warden, obviously, as Morgaunt, which is why I've done all the Morbeg Knights as Morgaunt. There we go. Hey, Mr. Gwatkin. So yeah, these are the other. This is another one of the So I painted this guy and this guy. And this guy. So I can run 6 more Beg Knights. I've got another 3 to do, which I might do those ones as Hollowmorn, just to have a little bit more variation in the army. So on the list of things left to do on the Flesh Eater Courts, good afternoon, Texas Wargaming. Flesh Eater Courts, what's left is 6 flayers, 3 flayers, 3 flayers, 3 more horrors, 3 more Beg Knights, 20 ghouls, 20 Crypt Guard, no, 10 Crypt Guard, and an Abhorrent Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. So 7 things left to go, but it is what? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 32, 42. Wait. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah. Plus the Ghoul King is 13. Plus 30 guys. Yeah, 43 models. In the recent video, would you recommend for getting a Margit/Godric-esque skin tone on Usharan? Probably the Agrax Earthshade one is probably what I would do. Because he's all brown, isn't he, Margit? Let me look at him. Oh, Do you know what? You could probably get away with actually. Yeah, no, I would stick by that. Probably the Agrax Earthshade one. But you could use any of those pale skin ones for Margit. But he's got like white hair as opposed to black hair. So you would probably want to go for something like Agrax Earthshade for the skin, but then use the Soulblight Grey bit on the hair to get Margit. So that you could shout foul tarnished. How bad does the horror/flare kit / everything else kit annoy you? I had to do calculus to get the most out of my 3 kits. It is pretty annoying, but like I've got 3 more flayers, so I've got 3 more of that kit from the Gerion's delegation. I've got 3 from a start collecting, and I've got 3 Vargeists from the Vanguard Soulblight Gravelords. So the plan is to paint them as flayers and do them as Vargeists, otherwise known as Morgaunt. So that then they can be used as either or. Good evening, Josh. How's it going? I'm going very well, Lewis. How are you? Will you be doing any more Express Color paint videos? Just bought some of their Pro Modeler brushes. They are awesome. They're great, aren't they? They're really, really good brushes. Yeah, so I might do some, depending on whether Games Workshop sends me the Crypt box. I might do an Express Color paint, Vallejo Express Color Crypt Carnivores. But we'll do like various different skin tones for Crypt, and then we'll do an Express Color one maybe. I think that'd be quite cool. The Express colours absolutely suit the Crypt, for example. Anything like organic, they really suit those. Shall I show? Do you guys want to see the finished army, the finished Flesh Eater Quartz Army in all its glory? Is that something you guys want to see? I'm sure we can do that. I'm sure I can make that happen for you. I just need to grab the ghouls. Here come the ghouls. All right, let me just artfully assemble them. It's a lot of ghouls. They just uploaded the COD stuff on... Oh my goodness. Oh, it must be mid-season then. Because mid-season's on Wednesday. I will go and have a look shortly. We can investigate together. Would you guys want to see me play with the 40k COD skins on stream? Is that a thing you guys would want to see? Do you want to see how bad I suck at Call of Duty? Go. Nearly there. So many models. Okay. You can move out of the way for the moment. What I need is a slightly bigger tray, as it were, with which to gather them up. Oh yeah, I need to do the power wash one as well. Maybe I'll do that on Wednesday instead of Tails. You guys did want to see it. That was a thing. I just dropped a ghoul. There he is. Ugh. Just dropped another ghoul. So minus a couple of characters, this is 2,000 points that I'm currently assembling. So unfortunately, to have any chance at actually, you know, succeeding in the game, you have to take quite a number of characters in a Flesh Eater Course army, which isn't the end of the world because all of their characters are beautiful. However, it does mean you have to have a mix of abhorrents and courtiers, because if you don't, you can't do half of their things. Oh, he's over there. Oh. Have you tried getting good, perchance? Listen, this isn't Elden Ring. This isn't Dark Souls. Get good, scrub. Okay. So now, what I can do, because I've got many cameras now, if I open... I've got 20 more ghouls to paint. Camo. Open you up. Whenever you're ready. Remind me later. That looks pretty good. So if I go to the overhead, so that's what it looks like overhead. But if I add video capture device, and then I add in camo, there you go. And then for some reason it's doing the watermark thing again. You see how shaky my hands are. So there's the ghouls, Usharan, Crypt Guard and more ghouls, Morbag Knights, that guy, the Charnel Throne, Cardinal, Gormain, Executioner, Abhorrent Ghoul King with Crown of Delusion, Marrow Scroll Herald. There you go. You can now have a much steadier camera angle. Okay, so now I need to look at these new Call of Duty skins. What? Okay. A Sister of Battle a Kasrkin, and a Scout. Okay. Is this something you guys would want to watch? Honestly, please tell me now. Here it is. So, spread the Imperial truth to Call of Duty in a new Warhammer 40,000 collaboration. Despite billions of troops wearing all manner of uniforms throughout the Imperium's armed forces, from ragged tribal leathers to ornate ceremonial garb, there's no beating the classic Space Marine Sisters battle, and the fighting men and women of Cadia are some of the most recognisable figures from the history of Warhammer 40,000, and soon you'll be able to wear their livery on an entirely new battlefield, thanks to an awesome collaboration with Call of Duty. As part of the Season 2 Reloaded update for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, 3 new Warhammer 40,000 store bundles are on the way. The first pack is inspired by the Space Marines and includes Scout armour, operator skins from the Ultramarines and Blood Angels 10th companies, along with melee weapons inspired by the iconic chainsword, as well as weapon blueprints with unique Warhammer tracers. Tracer Pack Warhammer 40,000 Sisters of Battle lets you armour up in the regalia of the Adeptus Sororitas, complete with 2 Warhammer-themed weapon blueprints, custom tracers, and a host of other customization items for your profile. Lastly, don the distinctive green and tan camouflaged armour of the Kasrkin with the final pack, including a Munitorum-issued blade, tracers that make your weapons look like they're firing las bolts, and more. But that's not all. A new Juggermosh game mode is coming to the game, and the Space Marines are getting in on the action. That's pretty cool. Does that mean there's going to be... Yeah. Anyone entering the limited time Juggermosh game mode will wear power armor inspired by the 41st millennium, but only those players who purchase the bundle will receive these Killstreak skins permanently once the Juggermosh mode concludes. Oh, for God's sake. Well. There you go. That's fun. Can we get a new camera close-up on Usharan? Certainly you can. You can go even closer if you like. That's how close we can get to models like this now. How's that? There you go. There's 2,000 points. Just a little bit over 2,000 points of my my ghouls. It is the new camera, Mr. Gwatkin. This is what the stream bought. This is what you guys got me. This is what we're capable when we all work together. Well, when you guys are all incredibly generous and you all work together and you get the things you want to see. I'm quite proud of this. I need to find a home for these Imperial Knights. That's what I need to do. So I have this tray. And I took these out of the cupboard because they were getting on my nerves. Does anyone want an Imperial Knights army? This is the army that I've been thinking about raffling off. Yeah, raffle time. So this is it. So we have a there's two Helverins. Helverins? That's what they're called, the ones with the autocannons, right? Two Helverins, a Gallant, a Castellan, I don't know why this one just doesn't want to stay on its base for some reason, on its legs. It's having a real hard time with that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I should probably. I should probably just get on with putting it up for raffle, shouldn't I? Have you seen the Ice Cream Nights by Sugar Candy Miniatures? I have not. That sounds fun. What were you guys resting on before? Yeah, because I need to get them, because I need to do the transfers. That's the next job. Could just use the cutting mat. But then I can't cut on it. I was using this. I was using Usharan's box. Is his tray in here still? Yes, it is. Oh, thanks, Barrett283. Don't undersell yourself. We are here because of your great work on stream. Oh, Val, thank you. But I always undersell myself. It's like my thing. Because before the stream begins, I get all nervous thinking no one's going to want to watch, because why would they? Because it's me. And then, after the stream, I go, oh my god, people watched. Why? It's only me. Let's put you in here for now. You can live in here. Live in this little tray whilst I go and recover the Custodes. So I was telling people about my Custodes list. So I'm going to be playing with them on Thursday for my first proper games of 40k, which is exciting. I'm actually really looking forward to it. Let's put you in here as well. We can put 10 of these in here probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. You can go there on the chair for the minute. Oh, fake street spirit, that's very kind of you. I think you guys are being very, very lovely. I think part of why you like me so much is that I don't believe my own hype, and I don't mean that as like a let me think I'm the worst type thing. What I mean is like I genuinely can't understand why so many people support me, but I'm incredibly grateful that you do. And I only ever want to just make the best possible content in the world for you guys to enjoy, so you guys can just really enjoy your hobby, so you can enjoy painting your miniatures, so you can walk away from your painting desks with something that you feel proud of having done. Because to me there's very few greater feelings in the world than knowing that you did it, feeling good about being creative. I really love it, and like in order to be able to share that gift with other people, that to me is the most important thing. And I think the day I start believing that I'm actually owed anything, or that like I'm entitled to something, I think is the day that the content and the day that the channel dies. So my lack of self-esteem is both a problem, but also I think it's one of my greatest weapons in my arsenal, because honestly, like, I fully appreciate everything and anything anyone says or does for me. I fully do, because you could have chosen to be anywhere with anyone in the world right now, and you chose to be here with me, and that is an incredible privilege that I will never ever ever take for granted, because it's ridiculous. And that's where my self-esteem problem comes into play, because it's just me. I'm like, I have to live in here, you know what I mean? So that honestly, like, it is mind-blowing to me that so many people... There's 63 people watching now, which is, precisely 63 people, more people than I would ever expect. Not only that, but there's 58,919 people subscribed to the channel. I'm just going to pick a song at random. We're just going to go for it. Let's go for that one. So yeah, like, I don't know how that pack of white flowers ended up on the floor. Speaking of army painting, here is the other army I worked on. Oh god. Sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. So we have our Galatus, Achilles, Caladius. We have our Constantin Valdor, who's definitely not Trajan Valoris. Sorry, definitely not Constantin Valdor. It's definitely Trajan Valoris. We have our Wardens. 5 of our Wardens, to be precise. We have 3 Alaris Terminators. Kyria Draxus, you're involved. The Blade Champion. And then we have 10 Guard as well, and a Captain. Although, why am I getting all of this out? I only need 3 of the models. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's just get most of these Custodes back on the tray, on the wood, We just need the 3 models because we just need to do the decals on them. That's the thing. To add to the love, your videos completely rekindled my love for the hobby. I wouldn't be where I am with it, and my relationship with my brother too without them. Oh, Lil Mary Rose, that's very kind of you. I'm just, you know, like. All I want to do is spread a little joy in the world. And if I can spread a little joy in the world through helping people discover their talent for creativity by watching one of my videos and going, oh yeah, I can do that, and then painting a miniature, I've done my job and I can leave this earth a happy man. Oh, this is going to be painful. The floor is not a good place to store miniatures. Don't ever do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay. Okay. So, we have our Caladius, which will just pop on there like that. Done. Easy. So we need to do some transfers on this guy's shoulder, this shield, here, I think. Now I have the Custodes. I have the Custodes transfer sheet here. Let's just pop you out of the way. These are the Adeptus customers. So I prefer this end of the transfer sheet. You got me through some of my darkest days of hobbying when I wanted to give up. Now I have regained my enthusiasm for my chapter The Star Tyrants, so thank you a million. Cress, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you so much for saying all the nice things you're saying. It means it's working. You're making me very happy right now. What transfers? No, it's cool, Pesky Fool. I knew what you want, but I like Adeptus Customers. I like that as a name for a wing of the Imperial Army. So which ones do we reckon we want? So I need to look at they're really pretty transfers, aren't they? Galatus Dreadnought. So what do they do on theirs? Oh, this bloody web store, man, honestly. So on the shoulder, they have this eye shape, which doesn't seem to exist on here. Great start. Because it's not this. It's an eye. It's all black. It looks like this, but it's not this size. You'd think it's over here, but it's not. So shall we just... Oh, okay. Anyway, shield. Shield is one of those. Yes. Huh. So this one here apparently goes on the shield of the Galatus. There. Looking sexy. So now we just need something to go on his shoulder. And I should just pick something. Reminds me that I had a question. You did your Skaven and White Scar. Any reason for that rather than Wraithbone? Feels like that would work better for fur tones. I'm just about done building the Verminous Host, so hope getting close to priming myself. The reason I went for White Scar is that it's the brightest one that you have available to you. And it's also neutral. Wraithbone absolutely will work for all of the the fur on it. It'll give you a much warmer look to them, which can be a really good thing. I went for White Scar because I just felt like it was a little bit more neutral. But Wraithbone was my second choice. That's why. What should we go with on the shoulder, guys? I'm inclined to just choose one of these. For those who are wondering, we can zoom in a little bit more. So I think one of these black ones just here can go quite nicely on the shoulder of the Galatus. So we're looking for one to just go right here. To just go right there. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for this one just here. Okay. It's one guy. So, for our Achilles, who has a red shoulder, should we just I'm just going to quickly look it up. See what they do. I bet they do a white one. No, they do a black one. So do we reckon the other black one on here? Do you think that will work? Yeah, it could match. Yeah, there is a white one. It's right here. I'm going to go with the white one. It's this. This one is the white version of it, which is great because it means it's right there. think I've just cut the edge of it off. Yes, I have. Great work, Josh. Okay, we're just gonna go with it. It's fine. So the white one goes on here. Hey, Axel Blaze. Right. On the Custodes, they go for a different one. So there's 3 different points. No, that's in. I want to zoom out. Okay, so we've chosen the transfer for this guy. We've chosen the transfers for this guy. So for the Custodes, there's 4 different areas, right? So there's here and here, and then there's on the outside here and the outside here. So for the outside of the reds, what we need is one of these curlies. But I don't know which one to choose. I don't know whether to be understated or overstated. I like the look of this one, because I don't want to cut out more than I need to, if you see what I mean. What do you think? What do you guys think? Which one of these would you pick for the outside of a Custodes grav tank on the red of the swirlies? My instinct is this one and this one. So they match on either side, that one and that one. I think this one here and this one here is too big. My instinct is this one and this one. I can show you what it looks like vaguely. So just there on the side. It would be that one. No one ever trusts a shy and retiring tank. No, you're true. It's very true. Or do we just go bonkers and go like... No, because I don't like these ones. I like these transfers. But I haven't done my tank in like non-metallic metal, so it seems a bit silly to do these ones. So let's just cut this one out here. this is hard work. Ugh. Do you sell your models at all? I'm planning to. I'm planning to sell some models. There are some that I want to get rid of. There are some that I want to keep. That feels like that's the right size, right? What do you guys think? Does that look about right to you? You can go for it to be slightly flatter, like that. I'll go with what the majority says. I'm really nervous about messing this tank up. Angled slightly looked better than flat. Yeah, I mean we can obviously play with it once we're actually applying it. But cool. If we're agreed then that is the right sized one, it means I can cut this one out as well. No! Stupid fiddly transfer sheets. Okay, well, we just have to wear it now. Decals indeed, Mr. Matthias. Come on, out you come. Just leave the street. There we go. Okay. Who wants to see the heretical way that I apply a decal? It's going to make some people mad because it's not how you're generally supposed to do it. But I'm going to do it anyway. So, I'll show you how I do this. We take a pot of clean water, just here. Alright. And we take our decal. This one. We will need microsol and microset as well. So I use microsol and microset. And then on a bit of tissue paper here, I use a medium shade brush to just cover it in water. Let me just leave it for a minute. James, you'll be pleased to hear, as one of the biggest contributors, we're on the new camera today. Here it is. That's how close we can get to models now. Hang on. Boom. Hello, Curtis Builds. I ideally need a clean brush for this. Oh, I've got one here. We got some movement. Yes, we do. Okay, so next up, what we then do is we take microset. And then over the area I want to apply it, I just apply microset like this. Then we gather up our decal. And we could just absolutely ruin it. Hang on. This is going all kinds of wrong. Just need to fix this. Because I managed to balls it up. Hang on. There we go. Whoa. Got there in the end. Boom. Whew. Got there in the end. Yeah. So unfortunately, we then have to sit and wait for it to dry for many, many moons. Brad Durso, thank you very much for becoming a member. That's very kind of you. You are our 5th new member of the day. Taking us to a nice round 430. Oh, it's because I didn't... so I got told off for this. We'll do one more. We'll do the one on the shield. That'll be easier. I got told off because I wasn't preparing the area with a shiny varnish to then have to matte it back down. I was like, no, it's fine. It's flat the way it is. So what I do is I leave it to fully dry. Then I hit it with microset. And then I go over it with some Storm Shield. Microsol, sorry. Not microset. Microset's the one we're using now. Got any movement yet? Nope. Guys, you crushed the 50 likes goal. Can we get 22 more likes to take us over 100? It will be perfect for a close-up of the Gore Grunters. So that's the thing, is I'll be able to get in close and show you exactly what's happening for like the eyes and stuff. Hey, we have movement. Alright. Microset going on. That's not quite central. It's in moments like this where you find out how straight your highlights really were. There we go. Now normally what I do is I actually rip off a little bit of my kitchen towel and I use that with my thumb and my finger to use this to just press it down. Boom. Might as well finish it, right? We'll do this little one. I used to really not enjoy doing decals, but now I find once I get into the swing of doing it, it's actually not that bad. I was absolutely spoiled by doing the city stuff though, because it's all just like, here is this flat square for you to put the transfer, and it's like, cool, easy, done. With these guys, it's a little bit more different. Nope, still no movement. Apart from the odd banner. Yeah, I mean, the banner on the command core, that's a bit hardcore to do. But otherwise, you know, all the shields, square. All of the cavaliers, fantastic. Best decal experience I've ever had in my life. Oh, got a little bit of movement. That's exciting. I've actually got it the wrong way around, so I'm going to turn it around like that, so that I can not completely balls this up. doesn't look quite central to me. That looks about right. Let me use a little strip. And it's done. I'm inclined to agree with you, James. Most of the time. Sometimes I think a symbol can look really good. On a slightly more ornate guy. But I think decals can look incredible. Okay, so on our original transfer that we did on the tank, what we then do is we take some microsol. And I'm just going to apply it over the top of the entire area. Just so that we don't have any kind of really weird inconsistencies after this much moisture has been applied. And then we just leave that to dry now. No, we don't go in there. I don't think these ones will be dry enough yet, given as they've only just been applied. So yeah, it's just a few more decals left to do. I'll do one more, but this is the last one before I go, because I'm going to have my dinner. But guys, the new camera's here. We're kicking ass. I filmed a test, as I said at the beginning. I filmed a test video with some Crypt horrors, which I will probably, I might make it fully available, but it's a work in progress for me. I'm learning how to use it. So there is a video that's coming out that's filmed with the new camera. There's still a couple of videos left to come which are filmed on the old camera. But honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for helping me with this. And a big thank you to those who suggested and donated to the next one, which is the PC. We are almost 5% funded already. just use one of these to just quickly just... Let's see some movement, Mr. White Decal. Let me see it. Oh yeah, we're moving now. James. Yeah, for sure. James, thank you. So yeah, I guess we're 20% of the way there now. I don't know. I can't remember where we're up to. 280, I think, something like that. James, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Guys. That is exceptionally kind of you, James. I should give you stock in Warhipster Enterprises once we become a limited company. I mean, that was a lot quicker. Oh, I fiddled too much with it. James is the man. James is unbelievable dude. So the purpose of the new PC is so that we can basically start capturing closer to 4K 60 FPS. 1440p is where we're going for. And we can encode in AV1, which means we'll be able to stream and create videos at a much lower file size, which is why 4K is possible. which means we might even be able to stream at 4K. Because at the moment I just don't have the computing power to be able to handle that. Again, getting you guys even closer. Getting you guys even closer to better miniatures, better videos, basically. As I also mentioned, I might even try and pick up like a macro lens for this, because as I was demonstrating at the top of the stream. So again, one of the things that a lot of people have commented on is they want to be able to look at the miniatures quite close when I'm doing specifically smaller details. And so that's the whole point of getting this camera is, and again, I need to learn how to use it properly. But what we will be capable of doing, for example, here on this Vampire Lord, is getting as close as that to be able to show you things like when I'm doing the eyes or when we're doing highlights and things. So we're going to use a tiny little dot of white scar, for example, and then we just come in here and we add that tiny little dot. So you see? Whereas in the old version, I'd be shooting around about there. So you should be able to get nice and tight up to the miniatures. Which is exceptionally cool. I love it too, James. The vampires as a whole are fantastic. It's a gorgeous range of miniatures. There's such variation in them as well, which is fantastic. But guys, all I can say is updated the tracker, and we're now at 58,929. We are edging ever so closer to 59,000. We're 71 away from 59,000 subscribers, and we're 1,071 away from 60,000 subscribers, which means there's only 40,000 left to go until 100, and I can I can cry all day because I finally get that silver YouTube play button. Which is probably what will happen. You can just watch me weep with joy after the many years of work that it's taken to get here. But we're getting here, and it's only because of all of you, and you know, the people supporting me out there. Anybody who's a member, anyone who's a Patreon, anybody who's gifted members or super chats or anything like that, it's because of you that we're getting here. And like I said, I only ever want to give back. That's the whole point. That's all it is. Just want to make the best content out there for you so that you can love painting your miniatures as much as I do. We're just spreading joy. That's what we're doing. We're spreading joy in the hobby community, one person at a time. Maybe 1 million people at a time one day. But for now, 60,000 is the next goal. So 1,071 people to go, but 71 people to go until 59,000, which is incredible. It's mind-blowing. It's ridiculous. Yeah. We can almost fill Old Trafford with the amount of subscribers, which actually terrifies me. Honestly, you guys are unbelievable. I love you. We will be back on Wednesday with another live stream. I don't know what I'm going to be doing because Tales has been delayed for a week. I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday, but maybe playing Call of Duty. No, probably not. But we'll be doing something. I'm just going to put the fund goal back on the screen here. There we go. $10,071 to go to the magic number. You are absolutely spot on, Mr. Gwatkin. You're by far my favourite painter. Thank you, Curtis. That's very kind of you. You guys are all my favourite people. Just need them gore grunters. Yes. I'm building a breaker boss this week. I will also build the gore grunters. So that we can do various different orcs. So we'll do this guy. You're a fan of orcs, Curtis. I built this guy for all of you. Enough people asked. So Ufthak Blackhawk, is that his name? Yeah, Ufthak Blackhawk is built. He's ready to be primed. So I will get them built hopefully this week. Well, I've got a lot on this week, so we shall see. But there's plenty of stuff on the way. Like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday with another live stream, and we'll be back on Thursday with a painting tutorial, and on Saturday with another painting tutorial. But I'm going on holiday for the first time in many years for a long weekend to Sidmouth with Alice, and we're going to have a great time. Saturday and Sunday. Well, Friday, Saturday, and then home on Sunday. So yeah, see you all very soon in the next one. Here is the hand of farewell that shall wave at you. Wonderful, beautiful people. And just massive thank you before I go to Vicious Goose, Big Bad Peter Gaming, Barradon, Below the Blade, Robert Brillan, Philip G for the months of membership, Barradon again, Mark Watson for the months of membership, 31 months, it's insane. Chris Mercer, Mark Watson, Brad Durso, and James Matthias for being members and super chats and becoming members and gifting members. You guys are unbelievable. The hand of farewell bids you farewell, and I shall see you all very soon in the next one. Lots of love. Bye for now. Warhipster out. Try that as a final goodbye.